Good morning, dear students. I miss you all. I hope you are fine. Today we are going to discuss two topics, vocabulary and poetry. Let's start with the vocal. We are going to discuss Unit 6, Living History. In this unit, we are going to know something about King Tut's family secrets and the main cause of his death. You have to open your books page 70 and 71. You will find the text. You have to read it carefully. And after reading the text carefully, we have some vocab words that we have to discuss. From paragraph 1 to paragraph 7, we have some words included in the text. Build, depiction, direction, identity, infection. What's the meaning of these words before we go through the exercise? Build is the shape and the size of your body. The shape and the size of your body. Depiction, it's a picture of something. A picture of something. Direction, when someone guides you or directs you, okay? Identity, it's your personality, your character. And then infection, it's an illness or disease like coronavirus or COVID-19. It's an infection, okay? Let's go through the exercise and put the proper word in its appropriate place. Number 1, A is a picture of something. We said that it's depiction. Sorry. It's depiction. So a depiction is a picture of something. If someone is under your supervision, your guidance, your direction, you tell him or her what to do. You guide him. You direct him, okay? A space is an illness caused by bacteria or a virus and which affects a part of the body. So it is an infection. Number 4, your space is who or what you are. Your identity. Number 5, your space is the best shape and size of your body. The best shape and size of your body. So it is build. So again, depiction, a picture of something. Direction means that you are under the supervision of someone who is older than you. Number 3, infection, a disease or an illness. Number 4, identity, your personality, your character, okay? Number 5, build, the shape and the size of your body. How do you look like, okay? Then we're going to go through some confusables. Some words sometimes puzzle us, okay? They confuse us because they are so near or close in meaning to each other. Okay? Now, let's discuss the meaning of these words first, then we go through the exercise. We said that depiction is a picture of something. What about revolution? Now, revolution is time when there is a violent change of a political system, like the 25th of January Revolution and 30th of June Revolution. Then, concept. What does the word concept mean? An idea of how something is. An idea of how something is. What about plot? A secret plan to do something wrong. Mainly, plot is something bad. You plot against somebody or something, so you tend to do something wrong. Then we have objective and subjective. Objective, considering only facts without considering your own feelings, okay? Totally practical. You do not involve your feelings in thinking. Subjective is the opposite. It is based on your personal feelings and your own opinions, okay? Then we come to historical and historian. Historical, part of history, a part of history. Historian, somebody who studies history or who writes about history. It's the person. Then we have autobiography and biography. Autobiography, a book you write yourself about your life, your own life, okay? Now, biography, a book someone writes about someone else's life, okay? Then, number 6, we have authentic and artificial. Authentic means real, true. Artificial is the opposite, not natural, but man-made. It's man-made. Let's go through the exercise. The Russian depiction or revolution in 1917 left hundreds of people dead, injured, or homeless. So here it is the revolution, the Russian Revolution. Number 2, the concept or plot to blow up the houses of the parliament failed and Guy Fawkes was hanged for his crimes. So it is the plot because he did something wrong. Students of history must be objective or subjective when doing research and writing papers. They have to be objective. They do not have to judge by their own feelings. Sherlock Holmes is not a historical or historian detective. He is a fictional character. So he is not a historical detective. An adjective followed by a noun. He wants to write an autobiography or biography of Nelson Mandela. So here it is biography because he is going to write about someone else, not about himself. Is this really an authentic or artificial sculpture of Michelangelo's? Authentic, the real one. Okay? After this, we're going to discuss some phrasal verbs. What is meant by phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is a verb followed by a preposition. So we call it phrasal verbs. Now, we have some phrasal verbs here: set off, set up, take over, dig up, put off, and die out. What's the meaning of these phrasal verbs before we go through the exercise? Now, set off means to start. Set off means to start a journey. Okay? Set up means prepare equipment or a tool for use. Number 3, take over, begin to have control or responsibility of something. Dig up, remove something from the ground. Put off means to discourage somebody, Die out, become extinct or disappear. Now, let's match these phrasal verbs with their meanings. Set off, we said, means start a journey. So it is E, start a journey. Set up, we said that set up means prepare an equipment or a tool for using. So it will be C, prepare equipment for use. Take over, to be responsible for, to take the responsibility. So it is D, to have control or responsibility for something. Then dig up, to remove from the ground. So it is B, remove something from the ground that was buried, okay? Put off, we said, means discourage. When you discourage someone, okay? You tell him that he cannot do this or he is not able to do this. And you keep telling him this, you discourage him. Die out means to disappear or extinct, okay? So, set off, E, set up, C, take over, D, dig up, B, and put off, F, and die out, A. Then we are going to use these phrasal verbs in some sentences, okay, to explain their meanings more. Some scientists say that the human race will, if a comet hits the Earth, it will disappear, so it will die out, okay? Somebody else will have to space the museum after the manager quits. Someone else must be in charge, must be responsible, so it will be take over. The technicians space the computers at the excavation site. They started to make it set up, okay, to make it work. We spaced on our tour around the Acropolis early on Saturday morning. We started the journey, set off. The many difficulties the archaeologist faced discouraged him, so put him off the project. Did they space this ancient Greek pot in your granddad's field? Did they dig up? Yani they found it buried in the field, under the ground, okay? Now, we went through the vocabulary. I hope that you all understood every single word, the confusables, the phrasal verbs, and the vocabulary.